Hello everybody, this is Aurathas and welcome to Expeditions Viking, which is a brand new Let's Play for the channel. We are probably going to play a whole playthrough of the campaign, mostly because just about every feature of this game appeals to me. It's got a historical setting, I love Vikings, turn-based combat, RPG. Basically it's a whole combination of basically all the shit I like. So, yeah, I'm all in on this one. Only thing I've done with this game, I've not played it at all. I've just gone and tweaked the settings, lowered the, played around with the audio options a little bit. And that's about it. So, without any further ado, let's get right into it. Character creation. Of course, I suck at this. But it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of options, so let's go male. What is this? Oh, it's a clothing color. Okay. Well, let's go with hair color. Because that's the color of hair I have. Let's go for a different portrait here. Pretty sure I'm not going to have much luck finding black, but okay. Let's go brown. Complexion, huh? I'd say right around there? Yeah, no. Yeah, right about there, I think. Okay. That was fast. Holy shit, I was expecting that to go a bit slower. Alright, so we are going to call ourselves, obviously, Aurathas. Father's name. Half-Grimmer? Bogger? Grimmar? Let's just go through here. Alfbjorn. Aurathas Alfbjorn. Yeah, let's go with that. Nah, medium's fine. Shaven? Oh. I was about to say it. He doesn't look, shaven in that picture, but okay. Goatee, full beard, bushy. Let's go full beard. Bushy, none, braided. Is it possible to zoom in on that beard, or no? Yeah, let's go with the braided beard. Why not? Shaven undercut. Oh, haircut. Okay. That's pretty much my haircut right now. So, yeah, let's go back to that. Short. Yep. Take away the braid. That's pretty damn close. Fancy. No. Fur-lined, maybe. Tunic, eh. Simple, meh. Like the leather. Yeah, we can go with the leather. Arms should... Let's go with bracers. I mean, what the hell? You're not going to go short sleeves in the fucking Nordic lands. You'd freeze to death. Well, maybe not to death, but you'd be fucking cold. Shoes, boots. Well, yeah, I'm going to wear boots instead of sandals for the same... whatever. For the same reason that I'm not going to wear... I actually like this setup right here. But yeah, I'm not going to wear sandals for the same reason that I'm not going to go with bare arms. It's fucking cold. And especially at sea up there. Jesus. Okay, so moving on. Stats and skills. Jesus Christ. Okay. I should have seen this coming, but I did not know anything about this. So, base damage, of course. Block chance, damage reduction, finesse, base damage with knives and spears, and critical for everything. Okay. Accuracy with ranged weapons, and will reveal additional information during dialogue. Yeah, we'll take one of those. Affects mental resistance and stamina, since is fundamental to witches, skalds, and other support characters, and can often be used for persuasion and dialogue. Well, what weapon are we going to go with, I think? Axes... Let's take a look over here before we pick. We have axes, which is... Okay. Dane axes, two-handed melee. Now, we're not going with two-handed. I am not going two-handed. Not a fan of those. We're going to go with shield. Spear has to be two-handed, huh? That sucks. Okay. Sword. I like swords, but... this is a Viking game. We're going to go with sword and axe and shield. Let's look at some of the offensive skills. The next attack will always be a critical. That sounds good. Make a melee attack with +5 damage for every hex you move before attacking the target. Ooh. God damn, that sounds nasty. Cripple, dual wielding. Huh. Just in case, let's do a dual wielding thing in case I decide I don't want to use the shield. Hey, look at that. This is free for all characters. So it's already selected. Okay. What does that do? Interrupt. Postpone a ranged attack until you have at least a 75% chance to hit an enemy. Jesus, there's a lot of skills. Kick, stun. We'll come back to the support skills. Benediction. This skill requires another nationality. Did I get to pick a nationality? I don't remember that shit. Galder. Okay. Leadership. Special conversation options. Yes, please. Okay. The next level. Alright, I like this shit. Okay. Tactical move. Spot traps. Spot traps. That's pretty self-explanatory. Raises the damage reduction of any adjacent friendly target to match the... Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Taunt, which is apparently mooning somebody. Utility skills. Alright. Okay. Keeping the party equipped, happy, and well-fed. Okay. Halves the deterioration risk for infections, cooking, crafting, diplomacy. We want diplomacy. I know... I know we are Vikings and we should probably do, have some offensive skills, but that sounds too damn useful. I want diplomacy. Okay. Repairing, scouting. Scouting sounds like it'd be useful too. Let's look at this. Adrenaline junkie. Nah, I'm alright. Avenger sounds interesting. Backstabber, bloodthirsty. Nope. Halves enemy criticals. That sounds good. Yeah, these are all some very interesting skills. I don't want to do the lone wolf. I want to keep my troops together. Keen eye grants 50%. Okay. I like that one just immediately. Okay, let's come back here. We should probably, or should we upgrade like diplomacy just so we can get the... Let's do that. And we can upgrade... No, we can't upgrade shit. Are there any skills I can take for 3 points? Throwing. Unlock several abilities related to throwing things and people. I like that it added "and people." That's a little odd, I would say. I guess we could take cooking. That's a cheap one. Hunting would work, too. Okay, we're going to do hunting. And we're going to do preserving. Turn meat into rations. Okay. All that shit together will be useful. Now, let's go with strength. And let's see. Block chance with shields. Okay, we need that. And finesse. Sense. We can go with sense for now. And we are done, and we apparently have a story now. Born to Alfbjorn and Astrider in the year 769, Julian calendar, with mysterious brown eyes and hair as black as night, you've grown to be a strong, tough, and keen man. You are known amongst your clansmen as a stout warrior who stands unmovable as a mountain in the face of insurmountable odds. Yeah, nah, I don't, that doesn't sound like me. Yes, I'm satisfied. Let's dive into this shit. This looks fun. Show me my Viking home. I don't even know if you start if you're like a Viking lord. That's a shame.
As he travels to join his brothers in the halls of Valhalla, you must take his place.
So I am a chieftain.
Our clan is beset by petty squabbles. Some amongst our people would contest your claim to leadership.
Bring it, motherfuckers.
Discord our neighbors' plots against us.
You too, bring it, motherfuckers.
Your most trusted clansmen. Together you will face dangers which none can predict.
Okay.
You will be challenged on your leadership, your resolve, your wisdom.
How dare you, bastards?
A ship and take your housecarls across the sea. Power and strength for our clan must be sought outside the Norse lands.
Really?
Show yourself to be bold. The gods will follow you into battle. Your legacy will live for 1,000 years beyond your time. Our clan must prevail.
Well, no promises, lady, but I'll give it a shot. Jesus. Slow down a little bit. Calm down. Jesus Christ. That lady went overboard real fast. That shit escalated quickly. It's just like, yeah, you need to prove yourself, and then she starts screaming at me. I get it. Aid me, Odin, in my effort to bind the struggles of a bygone time as glimmering light on glass. Am I supposed to click something? No? Hey, look at that. It is the evening after your father's funeral. Well, shall we continue? When you close your eyes, the image of his blazing ship shimmers in the dark behind your eyelids. It's not a common ritual this far south, but your mother, Astrider, who hails from the land of the Geats, insisted on it. I am really hoping I'm pronouncing this stuff right. I'm sure somebody in the comments can correct me. All the thanes of the I think that's supposed to be thanes of the neighboring clans have come to attend your feast in his honor. Your father may not have been the most successful thane, but as a warrior he commanded the respect of many. And I'm sure this is the way it's supposed to be spelled, but I'm just guessing that that's pronounced thane, so again, feel free to correct me. I'd hate to keep pronouncing it incorrectly. The guests are filing into your longhouse. The thanes enter first, each trailing a modest group of warriors. Am I gonna have to kill a bitch? Your mother leans in to whisper a few words of advice before she takes her seat. You should greet each of the thanes before the feast begins, but listen well to their words. Few of them would benefit from making this a smooth transition. It will be important to know where they stand. So, okay, so characters with golden nameplates have dialogue for you. Click on them to talk. Okay. The icon over your chair is the quest marker. You can turn these off in the game settings for a more independent play experience. Gold quest markers indicate mandatory objectives. Gotcha. Talking to the other thanes is not mandatory. Marked by the silver quest markers, which indicate optional objectives. Jesus. When you want to move on, just take a seat by clicking on your chair. Yeah, now I'm going to talk to all these bitches. Halbjorn. Holy crap. Halbjorn Derbjarnarsson? Okay, my apologies, dude. I don't know if this is even remotely right. Skaki. This must be the most pathetic mead hall in Jutland. You dick. If you're going to insult our hosts, at least have the sense to whisper. I'd heard Alfbjorn had neglected his clans for years, but this is just sad. Ooh, you motherfucker. Maybe his son will do a better job. I doubt he'll live long enough to get the chance. Alright, you asshole. I gotcha. Let me fucking stab you, but I gotcha. Skjul Skullcleaver is the Thane of Jelling, which borders your area. Jelling is a large territory, and Skjul is one of the most powerful thanes in Jutland. Jelling has prospered under his rule. Skjul pushes himself away from the table with his foot, his chair making a grinding sound across the wooden floor. His face shows earnest sympathy. Aurathas, my boy, so sorry about your father. If there's anything the people of Jelling can do to aid you in these trying times, don't hesitate to ask. That's very kind of you. Let's be nice. Of course, we must all stand together against the Frankish threat. Skjul leans towards you, resting his elbow on the table. Tell me, what are your plans for this place? How will you lead your clan? I wish to be an attentive thane. I'll start by building a folkmoot. Whatever the hell that is. A wise course. I can already tell you will make a better thane than Alfbjorn. As I said, he was a great warrior, but it's clear that's where his interests lay. He lets out a deep sigh and leans back into his seat. I'm sure you know I fought with your father many years ago. We were very much of a similar inclination, he and I. That man had a real taste for battle, not like his brothers. Mark my words, Aurathas, true bonds are forged in battle, not bound in blood. He came to me for advice before he mounted his last journey, on account of my ties to Cowpang. I should have warned him better about what he was getting himself into. What does Cowpang have to do with it? Vikings out of Cowpang have been to the isles across the sea. I've heard many stories about it since I often go there to trade. Your father wanted to hear if the stories were true. But I've taken too much of your time already. I know you have other guests to entertain. Perhaps we'll talk later after a bit more mead. School nods to himself, then to you, and turns his attention to the food on the table. All right, School. Let's go talk to Halfdanner. Halfdanner Salmandarson. Halfdanner is the thane of a slightly larger clan that borders your lands to the east. He wears a solemn expression and nods heavily when you approach him. Alfbjorn is in Valhall now, Aurathas. There's no doubt about it. He died doing what he loved. But while he feasts among the heroes, you're left back here to sort out the pieces. You've got your work cut out for you. What do you mean? Your father managed to make quite a few enemies in his time, most of them among his own clan. If you'll permit me to be honest, he never paid one speck of attention to the wishes or needs of his people. Yeah, we need to fix that shit. That folkmoot is probably a good thing. Surely you're not expecting your claim to leadership to go uncontested. Okay, I am the rightful thane. Let's see, I know many disagree with my appointment. I am the rightful thane. If anyone thinks otherwise, we'll sort it out the traditional way. Good, worse problems than this have been solved with the tip of a spear or the edge of a blade. May the gods favor you if it comes to that. Halfdanner empties his mug of mead in a single gulp, then slams the mug onto the table and calls to a thrall for a refill. Drinking my booze. Alright, there we go. We can see the rest of them. Rurik, Alf, whatever it. Your elder brother Rurik always had a penchant for music. He looks up and gives you a warm smile as you approach. Got kveld, brother. Okay. I mean, my honored thane, how do you feel? I'm well. How about yourself? Rurik shrugs. You can barely hear his soft voice over the din of the feast. I'm certain father is feasting with Odin now. The old man will surely be more at home in Valhall than he ever was here. How's everyone been treating you? Everyone knows you're the better warrior and a stronger-willed man than I. Nobody wants me as their thane. Don't be too hard on yourself. To tell you the truth, I think our clansmen are almost as relieved as I am that you took on the mantle. Why, because I'll be the one that gets fucking stabbed? Just use the old signal if you need help to get out of a conversation with one of the other thanes. Alright, dude. Kettle, whatever.
Busy entertaining your guests?
Kettle Kolbjarnarsson. Kettle is standing off to a side holding a horn full of mead. The young hunter appears to be watching the feast with a faintly amused expression, and he nods respectfully when you come near. Busy entertaining your guests? Not too busy to check in on you, dude. Kettle shifts his weight restlessly. I've had an uneasy feeling all night. I'm gonna have to kill a bitch, aren't I? Have you seen Skulls Huskarls over there in the corner? Frodgerda and Skaki? I've heard stories about them. Skaki, huh? Neff just seems to be expecting trouble too, so I've decided to go easy on the mead and keep an eye out. I appreciate that. Never hurts to be careful. He throws his head back slightly towards Aslafer. Speaking of which, keep an eye on the big lug back there. He and his friends have been putting their heads together all night. I think he might be planning something. I'll keep an eye on him. Leave the watch to me. This is your feast. You should relax and enjoy yourself. I'll alert you if something happens. Huh. Ragnhildur the White? Can I talk to you fuckers? No? Okay. Let's go talk to you. Ragnhildur the White is the most influential of your guests. As the vassal of King Sigurdur Hringar, she is the current ruler of Denmark. She has come from the trade hub of Ribe to the south, where she presides as Jarl. Okay, guys, I do apologize for these pronunciations. I am sure I am not even close. I will be stumbling through this a lot, so please forgive me. She nods politely as you approach her seat. It was a beautiful ceremony, Aurathas. I extend my condolences for your loss on behalf of Ribe and of the king. I must tell you, I advised him not to seek out the isles across the sea. We've all heard the stories of the unprotected coasts and their treasures, but there is more danger than the rumors let on. I'm not surprised they claimed his life, but I am glad at least he died with a sword in his hand. Do you know Alfbjorn well? I knew him as a warrior. We fought together on the Braveler, and he struck me as a shrewd tactician. When your king needs you, I hope you will serve him as well as your father did. I will serve. My father taught me everything. Yeah, I will serve. You have my word. I'm glad to hear it. Our king will not forget those who aid him in battle. I don't want to piss off the king this early in the game. I mean, I don't know if I have to, if there's a chance I got to fight the king later or not, but I don't want to piss him off this early. I'm weak right now. Thank you for accepting the invitation. We are honored that you could make it. Of course, your father's sword will be missed in our struggles against the Franks. If you'll excuse me, I must do the rounds. Enjoy the feast. I didn't even see that my reputation and shit was going up over here, so damn, okay. The old shield maiden smiles. She gracefully slides back into her seat, whereupon she spears a large piece of chicken with her knife and dumps it on her plate. I like her. Alright, you fuckers. What's going on back here? Asliffer is a distant cousin. Leadership of the clan has moved between your side of the family and his for generations. God damn it, I'm gonna have to kill this bastard. He's known as a skilled warrior and a hard worker. Asliffer sits with his two closest friends.
Our condolences on the passing of your father. At least he died the way he would have wanted. He will be feasting with the gods tonight.
Okay, so he looks up when you approach his end of the table. Neither of his friends acknowledge your presence. His tone is respectful but slightly cold. I'm fine with you being slightly cold as long as you're respectful. Thank you. I hope there's no bad blood between us. Asliffer seems to consider this for a while before replying. It is no secret I didn't agree with how Alfbjorn ruled our clan. Bearing this in mind, I don't see what gives you the right to succeed him. But this feast is in his honor, and I will not insult his memory here, nor will I challenge your claim to leadership. Well, let's hear what he has to say. I do. You are wrong. Well, let's see, because my father failed you? It is not our way to let rulership simply pass from father to son. If we are to become a strong clan again, we must appoint the best warrior as Thane. You are not the strongest of us, merely the less weak of your father's children. Asshole! If you believe the gods favor you in this, I hope you will get the chance to prove it. But I will not simply wait for you to falter and bring the whole clan to ruin. You know, I see where you're coming from. You're not that much, the game's kind of making you out to be a dick. I don't think you're that much of a dick. You just don't want the clan to go under, and apparently my dad was not very good at leading, so, maybe I won't have to kill you. So, you were wrong, and I hope you'll give me a chance to prove it. Asliffer, whatever, simply nods once, then he returns his attention to his companions. Yeah, that's not bad. Hopefully, he does give me the chance to prove it, and I don't have to murder him, because I don't mind murdering him.
There you are. The feast seems to be off to a good start.
Nefia is one of your oldest friends. Your families have always been close, and you grew up together in the village. She's just finished pouring your mother a mug of mead. It's nice to see you out of your armor for once. Nefia snorts sarcastically. You've seen my sister in this dress before. Surely that's the same thing. I guess. She closes her eyes and rubs the bridge of her nose with a finger. Gods, she was so excited to see me like this. I'll never hear the end of it. Where is Aphra? A sardonic undertone creeps into Nefia's voice. My poor sister has a fever again. She has such a frail constitution. All this wet cold is hard on her. Mother stayed home to care for her. What do you think of our guests? Your fellow Thanes are certainly a proud and graceful bunch, even as they plot to murder you and take our lands. Damn. Oh, I'm not sure. Okay. Let's start over. She grimaces. Oh, I'm sure not all of them are actively planning to kill us. I have a weird feeling about Skill, though. I doubt they call him Skull Cleaver for no reason. Fair enough. Halfdanner plays the lovable old grump, but I know he's had his eyes on our harbor for years. Ragnhilder, I'm not sure about. She probably has nothing to gain from destroying us, but she's little more than Sigurd or Hringer's appendage, and who knows where the hell he stands. Alright, let's talk later. I have to go be a good host. Good luck and watch your back. Shit, I'm starting to get that. Following the initial meet and greet, everyone toasts to your father and digs into the meal. Food covers every inch of the table, and the freshly brewed mead seems to flow endlessly. You just gonna walk outside? You're listening to Nefia's usual complaints about her mother when Kettle perks up and slips discreetly out of the longhouse. Outside, some piece of pottery crashes against the ground and men begin to shout. God damn it. In short order, the door flies open and the doorway is filled by Otter Erlingsson, sword in hand. Outside, you see his brother standing over the prone form of Kettle. Otter looks around the room with disgust. What a splendid feast for such a shit thane. Okay, I'm gonna have to kill this bitch. Otter's gaze stops on you. He raises his sword to point at you accusingly. Aurathas, your family had its chance to earn our respect and you wasted it. Come outside and defend your honor or we will burn this hall to the ground. Okay. Nefia jumps to her feet, already holding her knife. Her voice seethes with disgust. Otter, you miserable drunkard, how dare you attack your thane's honor during his own feast? Your family will pay for this. I don't know about his family. I'm gonna kill this bitch, but I'm not gonna kill his family. Otter has turned his back on you and is already walking back outside. All the other guests turn their gaze to you in anticipation. Your mother leans in to whisper in your ear. You have to handle this. If the other thanes think you're too weak to deal with such a blow against our family's honor, this will not stand. Do I want to bring her with me, or do I want to do it myself? Can I do it myself? But I think this is an opportunity to get Nefia to join my party. But I have to prove I'm a badass on my own. So, Nefia, stay here. I'll handle these Nidingar. The shield maiden shakes her head. The drunken fool is here for a fight. I think we'll actually have to kill him this time. Okay, I guess she's coming with me regardless. Well,
I hope Kettle is all right.
yeah. Let's go get my gear. So yeah, she's following me whether I was planning on it or not. Take all. Now that you've taken your weapons, it's time to equip them. Click on the inventory icon to open up the inventory and equip your items. Thank you. All unequipped items in your possession show up here. Use the buttons above the scroll window to filter which items you want to see. Drag items into these slots to equip them. Yep, I get it. Each character can carry 2 sets of weapons. Well, I only have the one, so get the axe, the shield. Let's take the mead. Are you armed? Here you can see the character's primary stats as well as their current morale and whether they have any injuries. God damn! She's got very high finesse. She has a niffer and a spear. Okay. Okay, well, let's go back to this then, and I'll set this as my secondary weapon. Let's put it over here, actually. Oh, I see. Okay. Alright. Well, let's go. Let's go kill a bitch. The morale of your herdmen affects their physical and mental resistances, so try to keep everybody happy. Yeah, because I'm sure that's going to be easy as hell. Damn management games don't really make it easy. Most of the guests follow you outside and form a half circle behind you. You're dimly aware of the other thanes muttering among themselves. Nefia runs over to Kettle to help him back to his feet. A streak of blood runs from his hair down his cheek, but it looks like he can still fight. 4 against 1? This is what the sons of Erlinger Thorgil's son consider a fair fight? God damn, I'm stumbling over all these. Oster's brother, Tosta, sneers. He sounds drunk. Shut your mouth, woman. He started it. Okay. We can ask Kettle if he'll be alright, or we can use diplomacy. Go home, you fools. I know our families have never been on good terms, but if we spill each other's blood tonight, the killing will never stop. Well, let's see if that works. In the back, the youngest of Erlinger's sons, R, is looking increasingly distraught. He's right, Otter. This is not what Father would want. Otter groans with irritation. It doesn't matter what Father wants. We're here now. There's no going home with our honor. Or your life if you keep this shit up, motherfucker. Nefia, nothing about this is honorable. R, I should never have come here with you. Then run, R. Run back to the farm like a coward and we'll deal with Aurathas ourselves. Oh, I'll be the one dealing with you. R's eyes flicker between you and his brothers. Dejected, he takes 2 steps back, then turns and walks away. Otter's gaze never leaves you, and his hand clenches around the grip of his axe. If you crave to fight so much, there are proper ways to handle this. Does your father know you're here destroying his name? Otter shifts his weight restlessly as he regards the thanes assembled behind you. He does not, but he will be proud of us when Aslifer is finally our thane instead of you. Aslifer steps forward and draws his weapon. You've gone too far, Otter. There is no honor in this. I must take Aurathas' side here. For a moment, confusion mixes with fright in Otter's eyes, but he quickly composes himself. Fine, we'll kill you all. Then I'll be Thane. Yeah, drunken bastard. Okay, right into the fray. Combat is an important aspect of the game. Defeat does not necessarily mean game over. You will usually be able to continue, and the story may change in some cases. During combat, blue hexes appear under your allies and red hexes underneath enemies. Okay. You can select yourself and your warriors called herdmen, either by clicking on them directly or by clicking on their portrait. You can make default attacks against enemies by clicking on them when the cursor changes to a sword or an arrow. In addition to normal attacks, remember to use your character's abilities. When the conditions for an ability is not met, it will be grayed out. Hovering over the individual effects will provide information about their use and effects. Okay. So, who am I using right now? Like me? Nope, that's not me. Let's go with you. What can I do with you? Ordering and info. During combat, characters can be ordered around in any order. Thank you for that. For example, you could move a ranged character a few hexes towards an enemy, shoot, and then move back again. Basic information about your herdmen and the enemies can be seen by hovering over them. Okay. So, can you attack a target 3 hexes away, but at 75% damage? Feint, move to the other side of target. Okay. Okay, we're going to have you spear Otter. Nice, nice. Now we're going to bring you up. Okay. Did not mean to do that shit. Shield hook, he doesn't have a shield. So just axe this bitch. Nice. Nice. Drop that asshole. Okay. Actions and movement. Around each character's feet is their action ring. Its state is mirrored by the dots at the bottom of their portrait. The inner ring shows whether the character still has an action. The outer ring shows you what kind of movement is available to the character. Huh? Okay. A green and a red ring means that you can move within the green area and still attack, or spend your attack action to move all the way to the edge of the... Okay. A yellow and a red ring means you can attack from where you stand or convert your attack to extra movement. Oh, okay. A yellow ring with a gray inner ring means you have no attack action left but can still move. If both rings are gray, it means the character has neither an attack nor movement left. I see. Hey, you want to put an arrow in this asshole for me? There we go. Incapacitation. An enemy has just fallen. This will likely happen often, both to you and to your enemies. Oh, thanks for the vote of confidence. When herdmen get incapacitated, they can be revived during combat or left downed until the end of combat. Incapacitated herdmen will automatically get back on their feet after combat. If an enemy is killed, the red hex at their feet will disappear, whereas incapacitated characters will writhe in pain on the ground. Okay. If you decide to leave a herdman incapacitated, they risk getting an injury. The longer they stay down, the worse the injury can become. Do your best to keep everyone on their feet, but accept that injuries happen in a fight. Okay. Let's see if you can't hit this asshole over here. Nope, you can't. You shoot at him? Nope, okay. Well, I want you to move back a ways. And let's go to Aslafer. So Aslafer, I want you to move here. And I would like you to... let's just stab this fucker. That works for me. Alright. I think that's the end of our turn. You're going to try to shoot at us, I'm sure. I have a shield, so fuck off. You're going to try to punch a dude with a sword and a shield. I'm pretty sure. Oh, hey, I can move all the way down here? Well, let's axe this fucker. Nice, nice. Let's bring our brother. Were you a brother? I can't remember. Can you shoot him? Looks like you can. There we go. I am fine keeping you right about here. Nefya. Can I... Yeah, you can reach him from there, right? Got him. Nice job, lady. And finish him. Wow, you just took his fucking arm off, dude. Oh yeah, let's get everybody down here. Yeah, Nefya. bring you down. Okay, cover. A character has just entered cover. Cover comes in either high or low cover, which is visualized by shields hovering next to the hexes. Okay. When it applies, cover blocks attacks completely. There is no partial cover. You're either in cover or you're not. Cover protects you against ranged attacks from the direction of the space they cover. Okay. A character in low cover will automatically stand up and shoot over it, but will also be forced to stand up if an enemy stands next to him. High cover still works. Oh, okay. Alright. Let's end this turn. Ooh, that hurt. Not really. An attack was just blocked. When this happens, instead of dealing damage to the target, their shield absorbs the blow. The better the shield, the more melee damage it can absorb. Absorption is indicated by the blue bar above the yellow hit points bar. Ranged attacks cannot damage shields. Hell yeah! When a shield's absorption reaches 0, it will no longer absorb any damage. Like a character's hit points, the shield is automatically restored at the end of combat and can be used again for the next fight. Fair enough. Finish him. There we go. You just took off his arm too. Victory! Okay, I see victory. Okay, combat results. Whenever you finish combat, you will see this screen, which has a few vital pieces of information. If a character was injured during the combat, any new injuries will be displayed here. Here you will see any items still equipped by your herdman, okay. Here you will see all the items equipped by each character. Any items that lost durability during the fight will be indicated by a red arrow. So you have existing injuries. Oh yeah, because you got beat on the head. Okay. Except Otter Erlingsson lies on the frozen earth in a small pool of his own blood. His blank eyes gaze at the sky. The lifeless bodies of his brothers are scattered around the yard in front of your hall. It's fortunate that you convinced R to back out, as he is now his father's last hope to continue the lineage. Your guests look on solemnly as the snow in front of your feast hall turns red with the blood of the farmers. If any of them doubted your resolve before, now they see what you are made of. This is what happens to my enemies. Everyone here would do well to remember that. Okay, I didn't want this, but you all saw what happened. These men left me no choice, or anyone who has a dispute with me can observe our customs and challenge me to a duel, but I will not be ambushed at my own feast. Let's go with that one. Aslifer steps forward. He looks not the least bit tired from the fight. I supported you here tonight because Otter and his brothers were out of line. It is not the way of our clan to kill each other in drunken brawls. Aurathas, son of Alfbjorn, I challenge you to a duel for the position of Thane. An excited murmur rises among the guests. Kettle mutters in a voice too low for anyone other than you and nephew to hear. Can you believe this big you sonner? It's his right to issue such a challenge. His timing could be better, though. Why do you challenge me? The seat of the Thane should never be passed from father to son like a sword or a horse. If our clan is to endure, we must ensure that we are ruled by the strongest and most wise among us. I will not fight you, Aslifer. I need you at my side. If you survive our duel, you can serve at my side, but if you will not accept my challenge, your honors will forfeit, and I will be Thane. If you don't wish to fight him, let me fight in his place. Yeah, no, you must show everyone that you're stronger than Aslifer. So be it, but this... Now, let's go with the honorable way, the more formal. Aslifer, son of Grimvarder, I accept your challenge. We will meet on Holmgang Island at noon on the morrow. May the gods favor you. Okay. Exploration. Click on the compass rose to open the area map. This shows the layout of the area with points of interest and your current position marked. Okay. Well, with that, I am actually all out of time for today. But this is a really fun game so far. I love the turn-based combat. I love the setting. I love the dialogue options. It actually reminds me a lot of like those old school like Baldur's Gate style games, and I fucking loved those. I played the hell out of those. So this is a really cool game for me. I'm liking the music. I'm liking the aesthetic. So yeah, definitely gonna be playing this one all the way through, hopefully. And hopefully all of you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, then please, by all means, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, or any combination of those actions that suits you today. And with that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for some more Expeditions Viking.